Who is the greatest? Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll, or Michael Jackson, the king of pop? A question that has sparked debate for decades. And between the numbers, the successes, and the tours, the final judgment remains more difficult than you might imagine. In the history of popular music, only a few have been able to become icons that transcend the boundaries of art, turning their names into legends. Elvis Presley and Michael Jackson are two of these giants. The first shaped the identity of rock and roll from scratch. The second redefined the contours of modern music, making it a common global language. But the question that has persisted for decades is, who was the greatest? Elvis emerged in the 1950s, at a time when American society was searching for a new, rebellious voice that would shake up the established norms. With his deep voice, his bold dancing style, and his ability to blend blues, country, and rock, he sparked a true musical revolution. He wasn't just a singer, but a cultural icon who broke barriers between white and black people in a society torn apart by racial discrimination. He was the king of rock and roll, not just because he sang rock, but because he became the face of a new era. Nearly 2 generations later, Michael Jackson appeared. The child prodigy who grew up on stage with the Jackson 5, then struck out on his own to write another story. A story that began not just with songs, but with the entire performance. Singing, dancing, image, and even music videos. In the age of television and cameras, Michael knew that audiences no longer wanted just the voice, but the entire experience. With Thriller, Michael was no longer just a successful singer. He became the most popular artist on the planet. Here the numbers start to speak. It's said that both have sold over 1 billion copies worldwide. But closer inspection, Elvis is estimated to have sold over 1.5 billion copies, while Michael's sales ranged between 750 million and 1 billion. In terms of Billboard chart hits, Michael had 36 top 40 hits. But Elvis? 114. A record no artist has ever broken. Elvis wasn't just a singer, he was a true box office hit. More than 30 films, most of them commercial successes, made him a big screen icon. Michael, on the other hand, limited his cinematic experience to a few, but he created something else, short musical films that became landmarks. Thriller alone changed the music video industry forever. Elvis was a living legend on the stage, but he remained confined to North America. He never performed outside of it. Meanwhile, Michael broke boundaries. From Bucharest to Tokyo to Mexico City, millions of people watched his live concerts. Concerts that weren't just musical performances, but global events, bringing cities to a standstill to welcome the king of pop. But the magnitude of an artist isn't measured solely by numbers. It's measured by influence. Elvis changed the face of American culture. Rock became a symbol of rebellion and an icon for an entire era. As for Michael, he changed the face of global culture. His voice, his dances, his style, and even his way of dressing influenced generations of artists everywhere. Every artist who came after Michael carried his mark in one way or another, just as every artist during Elvis's time lived in his shadow. So who was the greatest? The numbers lean toward Elvis, but the world leans toward Michael. The movies say Elvis, but the stadium concerts say Michael. The influence? Both were the brightest faces of their era. Elvis opened the door, and Michael Jackson made the whole world pass through it. In the end, we don't have to pick a winner. The immortals don't compare. Elvis Presley and Michael Jackson, two kings different, but they had one thing in common. They changed music forever.